Hello everyone and welcome to znift base Nateland where today the booster will be rolling out to the launch stand. Right now it should be in one of these buildings over here. Never mind. Okay, we're not really sure where it is. Chat, I don't know where the booster is, chat. But anyways, welcome to ZN base, znift base Nateland, where today Nateland will hopefully be rolling out their next booster for the znift program. Right now we got some wonderful drone shots, totally drone shots, real drone shots. No, it's not Z-Land, it's Nateland. This is not Z-Space material. It's not Z-Space land. There's the booster. Cut. Yes, I know about that. Yeah. There we go. Much better. New screensaver. Oh my gosh. Chat, this is crazy. Okay, chat, I'm gonna have to cut this because there's some issues that are quite problematic. Just go put it. So currently, last flight. Oh dang, what? I didn't realize that. Wait, hold on, what? Hawaiian Airlines, their last flight? Oh, what? Why? Why are they doing their last flight? I thought they were doing well. Bruh. Dang, bruh. Whoever roasts me isn't gay. Get the freak out, Inget! Bro. No, because I don't want to roast anyone in the stream, chat. Anyways, chat, so if you're looking, so right now, we do have the screensaver on. Don't ask about the transport stands. We're working into that situation. But right now, this is a view of the rocket garden, where, and another cut. Oh my gosh. Alright. So, as you can see, there on the side of the screen, there's one without grid fins, and there's a burnt one, but that one next to that, the burnt one, which is basically booster 12, from SpaceX. It's just part of the game. Next to that is the znift what is it? 8? Dang, 8's booster, which I believe is booster 8. I'm not sure. I think it's ship 9 in booster 8, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Bro, no, leave, no, don't join. Stoon, you freaking idiot. Bro, just don't touch anything. What the frick? Bro, what the freak? What the freak? Bro, ayo. Bro, what the freak? Bro, chat, people are joining my freaking game. Okay, you know what? It's fine, Captain, but, like, don't mess with anything. I'm gonna try to turn on my computer and see if I can get your stream on there so I can communicate or something. So right now, look at that. Look at that. Is the brother, cousin, or father? Yeah. You have an eye patch IRL. Dang. Dang, okay. Alright, so right now we're looking at the booster. Do not mistake it for the other two boosters. It's the one right here. It's the third booster. But right now we're looking at a view on that. Right now, why won't Stoon leave? Stoon, leave, dear Lord. Is okay. I'm not a big fan of rocket ships. It's called a starship. Only aviation. Okay, that makes sense. I guess that makes sense. But my channel, it was literally made for rocketry. Hopefully they are able to fly. I pray. So we are continuing to look at a view of the booster right now. As you can see, we got the thing. Don't worry about the collapsed booster behind it, by the way. We don't talk about that. No nuke, only to anticipate first. Bro, it's a literal nuke. You're cooked unless you don't have an anti-air system. Like, bro, you are literally fried. You're not even fried, you're deep fried. You're fried. You're even more fried. You're deep fried. You're literally cooked. Still looking at a view of that booster. Now, I will say it once again. We are not planning on a launch today, only a rollout. So if you were expecting any launches today, there are going to be none. Okay, just know that. And the booster is moving. As you can see, booster now moving, so that's nice. Well, we're gonna have a quick break until it reaches the road, so we will see you then. We will have a drone cam still over the build site, so you can still keep track of that. So I will see you in probably a few minutes. Honestly, not too long. once again, we're going to be going into a small break for a few minutes. This is the final thing. We're going to go into a break, so sometimes the camera will cut out, but it's not expected to happen much. Chat, do not mess with anything. I see it like a lot of you that are in the game are probably messing with stuff. Like, please do not mess with anything. I swear. I'm gonna unmute now. So right now, it seems the SPMT is getting ready for its drive through the production site to get to the main road, where it will then hopefully roll down to the launch pad. If everything does go well. Meanwhile, well, actually, nothing really is happening. Nothing really is happening. The vehicle is currently getting ready. The SPMT seems to be doing stuff, which is a good sign. So right now, as you can see, the SPMT is moving around. With this massive rocket right now. Bro, I forgot I was unmuted. Bruh. So right now, the booster is getting ready to, as you can see, the SPMT is going underneath the booster. Once again, it's gonna try, oh my gosh. Okay, problem is good. Everything has been sorted out. Hopefully. But some idiot was messing with the SPMT. Bro, we're trying to do a rollout right now, bro. This is not funny. Whoever was doing that, I'm gonna track you down. Bruh. Like, bruh, come on. Dude, that's not funny. You think it's funny, okay? You think it's funny. You know what? It's not funny. It is not funny. So, like, if you're watching this, stop. Whoever was doing that, stop. It's not funny, okay? Stop. Never gonna let fans be in one of these videos ever again. Just for you. Bro, that's crazy. I'm currently doing some stuff, so I'm gonna be muted for a bit. Again, cameras might cut out. Cameras might cut out. Duh, yeah. Okay, that was the problem, most likely. Bro, I had to kick out every single fan because somebody, some mystery person, was messing with the SPMT of the freaking booster. Bro, it almost went off the edge into the water. But miraculously, somehow it didn't. I don't even know how. Miraculously, it saved itself. Anyways, I'm gonna be muted, so. Also, hello, Windows. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Bro, I can't put. Bro, the legendary B12. prevented the freak off booster for going back in the water. WB12, chat. WB12. Bro, your freaking sister, bro. Bruh. Bro, I swear if your sister comes back. Congrats on your iPhone 16. This game, the production site is really laggy. Sorry about that. It's going to get less laggy when it goes down the road. Nah, it's just a booster rolling down the road. We ain't making a rocket or whatever. We're not making a rocket or whatever. We already made the rocket. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna roll down. Look. So it's currently moving, and it's gonna move all the way down there to the launch site. You can see some buildings over there. That's the launch towers. Second one currently in production, but it's gonna go to pad 1. As I think I think that's what it is. I believe, but anyways, so pad 2 isn't completed yet. It's rolling down to pad 2 over there, so it's not, there's no launch, no nothing, just roll. Yep. The launch should be soon though. I think it was delayed a bit, so it might be in early early to middle November. I think, or it might be actually, the booster might have done its tests already, and it might have, it might be rolling down for flight, but as far as I know, I'm not sure. My B-Day is on November 8th, but sadly I can't stream it because I'm going to be out camping. Alright, I'm going to be muted again. Nah, Nate's got it. Chat, once I'm done with this ice cream, I'll unmute. I'll unmute. Trust. we are currently going to be in a break period for a few minutes. Shouldn't take too long as nobody else messes with anything. So, anyways, we will be back shortly. So see you then. Welcome back to znift booster 9 rollout. Welcome back, everybody. So we are now out of our break. Right now the booster is entering the road. This whole stream we're going to be talking about a bunch of stuff for znift, so you can drop some questions below, and we can get started. Or whatever way your device is, I don't know. But anyways, B9, so this is booster 9. znift is stands for zspace Nate IFT. It was originally Nate IFT, which I developed. I made that name, and then Nate changed it to znift. I don't know why. But anyways, he mainly does the whole flight, but I usually help with other vehicles. I usually help with the ship. I have experience with the ship. So right now this booster is going down the road to the launch site, which is right over there. And it's going to go there and might get stacked, but I'm not sure if it will. So right now it is 11:06 a.m. 11:06 a.m. Central Time, and the booster is rolling down the road. So of course, again, it's going to launch site. So let's talk a bit more about znift, shall we? So znift is obviously I just told you the name, zspace Nate IFT, integrated flight test, and I don't know when it was founded. It was close to the update. Anyways, it's somewhere at the update time. When the the big update that Starbase V2 had. Anyways, so it was when Nate launched his first flight on the new update, and we called it, and we did more of those IFT flights until like what, IFT 4? Okay, no, it was 5. I think it was 5. It might have been 5 or 4, either one. We named it the NIFT, but then it became znift. Then it went to 6, 7, which was the last flight, which was a few days ago. I posted that video, and obviously, and of course, this booster is going for Flight 8, which will be with Ship 8 and Booster 9. When is this launch going to happen, and so you don't miss it, and how to not miss it? So when this will happen, the date is not confirmed yet, but I'll make a post when it is open yet. I'll have to tell Nate, ask Nate what the date would be, but anyways, but it is currently from now to probably around 15th of November, possibly. So it's early or inner November, or like later, no, like middle. You get the idea. Middle of the month of November or early November, or it could also be very late October. We currently are not checking Halloween, I don't think, because I just don't want to do it on Halloween day. Because it's crazy, right? Anyways. Alright, so here's that's when it is. Here's how to not miss it. I don't know, it's click notifications or something, but usually it's not up to date. Sometimes it gives me a notification for a video that was uploaded 5 days ago or something, which is sad. you can, I don't know, click notifications after you subscribe. I don't know. It doesn't really work that way, but how to not miss it? Make sure to check my posts frequently these next couple of days, because I am definitely going to try to post there if YouTube doesn't try to prevent me from posting there, because this has been a problem these few days. So I will try to post there. If not there, I will make a video possibly telling you all of the information once it is known. Okay, so yeah, and so that's the first way not to miss it. The second way not to miss it is to, obviously, I don't know, try to be awake when it is. Try to be awake when it launches. I don't know, get a timer or something. Whatever. That's up to you. But and yeah, the third way to not miss it. Actually, there is no third way. I don't know what the third way is, but anyways, more about let's see. So okay, objectives. So the last flight 7, had a successful booster ocean landing. Flight 7 had a successful booster ocean landing, had a successful ship landing. Pretty much all tests done. The only thing, ship glitched out a bit and became all like destructive. But yet again, both vehicles completed their test campaigns, even though that they both had a very hard splashdown. But we aren't here to talk about that. For the objectives for next flight, most of them I need to talk to Nate to. But I think the primary objectives is to have a successful booster landing, successful ship landing. What is it called? Possibly a in-space relight. Probably some flap testing, because the flaps worked last time, but we need some more testing for them. And a bunch of other stuff that I just simply cannot add. Maybe some engine out scenario during the landing. I don't know. It's to date, okay? I don't have much info right now. So those are the objectives. What happened next flight? Yeah, it wasn't the last flight. I meant not the next flight. It was pretty straightforward. There wasn't much tests. Like, there wasn't any flap test, no in-space relight, no propellant demo, no nothing. It was just a successful flight. I don't know what other way to put it. But I hope there's going to be some more stuff coming. Obviously, we know on flight 5, 6. No, what am I talking about? Yeah, it was fixed on flight 6. Which flight 6 had a pretty successful everything. I think the only thing I think the booster was destroyed and the ship was also destroyed. I don't know what happened to the ship. I forgot. You can watch the video. I don't know. I don't have an explanation. But anyways, I'm going to be streaming the launch next time. So yeah. Make sure to listen in for news about that. Meanwhile, look at the booster. It's gone down this whole road. Nice. So anyways, so I'm not sure about the objectives on that. And the next few flights, I have no idea. I have simply no idea, okay? So I have absolutely no idea. Okay. Alright, we just got some new news from Nate. We are apparently doing a 13.5 to 3 engine landing, so it's going to be a new booster landing configuration. So that's some new news. That's some new stuff. I'm probably looking forward to the ship, because the ship has a bunch of stuff it needs to do, like an in-space relight. Like, we need to make sure that the engines are able to relight in space. We need some flap testing, because I don't know. I think the flaps were pretty fine the last launch, but we just need some more of that. lastly, I don't know really. I think maybe an engine out scenario or something with the booster or ship. I'm not sure. The engine out scenario would be pretty good because we need to make sure if an engine goes down, we need to make sure that it's able to land. Otherwise, everybody's screwed. Because we need to make sure that the vehicles can land. Because, well, for the booster, it's not very urgent. I think the booster can probably just try to move out of the way of the tower. I don't know. It would probably do that. For the ship, it's much worse because the ship holds the crew. Obviously, if you know what crew is, obviously, I don't know how you don't know what crew is, but basically, obviously it's the astronauts that are inside of the ship. There's the astronauts inside, which obviously are humans. So, obviously, we don't want anybody to die. So if like one of these engines goes out on the ship, and it's not able to land, it's game over for everybody. Because obviously there's going to be some people on board, and when there's people on board, obviously it does not work. Because if it goes boom with the booster, it's pretty fine, unless it damaged something, but if it did damage something, you can repair that. Human life cannot be repaired, okay? So, yeah, it can't be repaired. So, basically, what I'm saying right now is that some drunk guy is flying a starship over there. I don't know what they're doing. I'm just gonna cut that off camera. But, anyways, so, yeah, that's what's gonna be happening, lately. So, obviously, of course, the ship engine out scenario would be pretty good. For the booster, I guess we don't really need that. Honestly, we can lose a booster, but, like, we don't want to lose a booster, right? We can probably do an offshore divert, whatever, right? If the booster does eventually get caught. I'm not sure when it's going to get caught, but possibly maybe Flight 10? I'm not sure. It could be Flight 9. It could very well be Flight 9, but, like, this next flight is Flight 8, and if all of those achievements go well, we could move on to catch, or we could do another one of those to make sure the Flight 8 wasn't, some random thing that just happened out of luck. And once that happens, we can then move on to Flight 10, where we can actually catch the booster. And I'm not sure about the ship. Probably much more flights after that, because I just do not know when the ship will be caught. But far as I know, it's either Flight 9 or 10, probably. I'm not sure. It could be Flight 11. Hoping everything goes well, it could be 9 or 10, honestly. And the starship is flying again. Nice. Okay, we got a random flying starship. Bruh. Can we blow up the ship, please? What the heck is happening? Bro, this random ship is flying around. Bro! Captain, bro, you have a random flying ship? Are you kidding me? Okay, you know what? It's Captain. I don't care. Anyways. So, for ship catch, again, I don't know. Possibly 15, 16, I don't know. Maybe even 14, I'm not sure. But probably, most likely not 11 or 12, because, I mean, we need a ton more booster catch testing and ship testing before we can go on to the ship catch. Also, what we also need is a functional pad 2. Otherwise, I don't think we are going to be able to land the ship unless we put the booster down very quickly and then and then catch the ship. So I'm probably just going to to use, so we're probably just going to use pad 2, honestly, for it, because, and that update is coming out on the 15th of November, hopefully. So hopefully, if that update goes well, and the development goes well, and everything goes well, we could be able to launch, and land the ship by flight 15, probably, or 16, or 14, whatever, right? Hopefully this happens, because we are very delayed. Obviously, we know. Can I practice my booster landing? Bro, no, you cannot. I'm sorry, bro, you cannot catch a booster if you're trying to catch a booster. If you are landing just a landing booster on the ground, can you land, like, in the ocean, or, like, away from the booster, from the other booster? Because I really don't want to knock it down. So, I guess yes for the no catch, but no for the catch, because we have to use pad 1 to stack it. Possibly. I'm not sure if we're going to stack it or not. But right now, there's a little booster going down the lane. Okay, Z-Space. Yeah, I just don't want to. I just don't want to have some chaos of boosters colliding with each other, at the launch site, because I just don't want that to happen. Honestly, you get what I mean, right? So yeah, you can fly a booster, but, like, I guess it's not realistic, but I don't really care. Honestly, it's a game. Who cares? At this point, we've had too much chaos. It's not realistic already, so it's pretty much fine. Anyways, let's move back onto the updates for the ship and Block 2. Block 2, I'm not sure when that's coming out. Possibly flight 10, 11, 12, somewhere between 11 and 12. Probably because we have a ton of ship testing to do. Heck, it might even be 10. I think we probably, it should be on 10, probably. Like, 10 would be pretty good. Flight 10 would be really good. You know why? Because on Flight 11, they can practice the ship landing if it didn't work on 10. If it worked on 11, goes on to 12, does, like, another ship landing, and then after that, we go on to the catch flights, right? So, so that would be, like, a perfect place to put, Block 2 at. Block 2 is going to get some, it's going to be like SpaceX. It's going to have some flap changes, it's going to have some heat shield changes, it's going to have some engine changes, you know. But the thing what's going to happen is that we're not going to have Pogo. We ain't going to let Pogo happen. Basically, Pogo is when the ship engines turn off and die, and it rolls for 5 minutes straight. You get what I mean. It's between 11 and 12. All right. Yeah, I was expecting that. I was expecting that, honestly, because that's a big break in the launch area where we don't have anything happening. Like, then it's going to be the booster catches, and then it's going to go on to the ship catches, which is like a perfect place. Just a perfect place. Anyways, back to the next update in Block 2. So Block 2 is going to have some flap changes, some heat shield changes, some thruster changes, I don't know, engine changes, and a bunch of designs that will, eliminate Pogo, probably, because we do not want it to happen. If you don't know what Pogo is, once again, it's the thing. If you know Starship, you would probably know Flight 7 and 8. 7 and 8, they failed because of Pogo, which, yeah, it's just when the engines turn off and it spins like it happened. Also, Flight 9, it was experienced by some Pogo, but, like, not a lot of it. It didn't happen during the engine sequence. Okay, so we got new stuff. Booster catch is on Flight 10 from Nate, so that's wonderful news. So yeah, we have confirmation that booster catch is on Flight 10, which, honestly, that's pretty awesome. That makes sense, because Flight 8, if Flight 8 succeeds and Flight 9 happens, we need to make sure that Flight 9, it makes sure that Flight 8 wasn't just a random thing, right? If it succeeds, obviously. And then they can go on to Flight 10, which will catch the booster. Then Flight 11 and 12, between then, not, like, physically between either one of them, will be the V2, And from 13, 14, 15, 16 will be probably the catch. The ship catch, which I'm hoping for. I'm not sure what 13 will be. 13 will either be a ship catch or a non-catch. Probably non-catch, but we will see. I think that's a really good schedule right now. But anyways, back to block 2. So, to make sure that Pogo doesn't happen, we're going to, oh my gosh. Dear Lord, oh my gosh. What in the world is happening? Okay, we have a flying ship. Nice, okay. I'm not even gonna question it. It's most likely Captain. Anyways, for block 2, we're gonna have probably some big, so probably for the pipes. Obviously, we know it's a pipe leak or like a fuel leak or something. From what from what I've heard of from those flights. So we're probably going to reinforce that, make sure that doesn't happen. And we're going to put in a bunch of design changes to specifically prevent Pogo. Most likely, random engine cutoff is on flight 11. What do you mean by that? Random engine cutoff is on what? Like what? Random engine cutoff? Like, I'm not sure what that is. With a non-catch. Oh, so like it's gonna be like the flight 11 and 10, right? So it has like some engine testing during the landing. Is that what it's gonna be, or something like that? Anyways, back to block 2 once again. So for the thing, it will also have a much better payload bay. And it can probably deploy payloads. So hopefully it can deploy payloads eventually. I'm probably deploying payloads by like flight 12. Heck, maybe even like 11. 11 is the debut of V2. From what I've heard of. And so it is going to hopefully do that. So if that does happen, we'll see. I forgot what I was. Yeah, like on 11. Okay, so basically we're gonna have a bunch of engine testing during. We're gonna have some engine testing for the landing burn on the booster for flight 11 chat. So I'm not sure what order it's gonna be. Possibly the 13, 10, not 10. Dang it, 5, 3. You know. I think, yeah, so it's going, so for this flight, I believe, or I'm mistaking that for the other flight, it's also going to have a, 13.5.3, most likely. That's what Nate said. Not 100% true, but Nate is obviously the founder of the program, so he's calling everything. If you want to learn more about the program, I'm sure he would like to answer some questions. So go to Nate Plays, like 65 or something on YouTube. He has currently 48 subscribers. You can go to one of his blah 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 whatever, right? The videos, posts, whatever, right? And ask questions. I'm sure he would like to answer some questions for y'all. Obviously, I can also answer some questions, but it might be slower because I have to contact Nate mostly for it, unless I know it. So it's probably gonna be a bit slower, but don't worry, questions will be answered. Anyways, for the booster design changes, I'm really not sure on this one. I think we're just going to continue to follow the Starship path with the Block 2 booster like normal, and then a Block 3 booster. The Block 3, I'm not sure when that's going to happen. Possibly like Flight 18, Flight 19. Most likely not 17. I don't think 17. But it would make sense if it was like on Flight 18 or 19, because then we've had a bunch of flights with Block 2, and then it's time to move on to Block 3. You know what I mean, right? So, Block 3 will most likely fly from Pad 2. However, I'm obviously like the co-founder of the program. Nate's calling everything, okay? I'm just here to spectate and watch, basically, and stream. You know, that's my job. But most likely, I think we should probably continue to use Pad 1. Like, you know, SpaceX is retiring Pad 1, like, completely. We are not going to do that. We protest against that unless Starship removes it from the game, which I hope that doesn't happen. Then again, S37 could probably help us with raising the chopsticks on Pad 1 anyways. Supposing it stays, hopefully it does. But, I think we should probably keep Pad 1 as a extra catch tower. Like, not a launch tower, no, just a catch tower. Because, honestly, that would be really cool, to use, because obviously we're going to catch the vehicles on that tower. We're going to catch the ship, possibly the ship, the ship and booster on that tower. So obviously the best thing to do is to reuse it and keep it as a catch tower, because obviously we can't just have one tower, because we can't, I mean, we kind of can, but, like, I don't really want to do that, because, like, I want to have, like, we have to have, like, multiple ship landings. We have to have multiple ships in space, and landings, like, every few, like, I don't know, hours, which is just enough time to put down a booster, and we cannot put them back up by then. So, basically, having 2 launch pads, we can catch multiple vehicles at the same exact time, because we want vehicle landings to be basically every few hours, every hour, blah, 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 yeah. Pad 1 will be the main hub for launches, because Pad 2 I meant, Pad 2 is pretty good on everything. When it catches, it puts it down back on the launch mount, gets another ship, stacks it, and launches it. After launching it, it repeats, right? So it catches it, puts it down. Obviously, they're going to be different ones. For Pad 1, it's going to be a bit different, most likely. It's going to catch it. It's going to go on a little SPMT, go to Pad 2, get stacked eventually, while the other vehicles land on Pad 1 and go on to little transport stands, probably, most likely. I don't know. And then after that, obviously it's stacked, it launches, Pad 2 catches another one, and then eventually the boosters go to Pad 2. However, we could reuse it as a launch pad. We could just continue to use it. I think we could probably put in a flame trench to it, we could rebuild it into a flame trench, like have a flame trench, blah 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 blah, or we could just keep it the same, for more launches, because honestly I think that's a good idea. If this is a success, then we will do a 13.53 engine landing for a catch on 10. Alright, cool. So, nice new info from Nate about that, but I'm not sure about Pad 1. I'm not sure about the pads. But anyways, yeah, Pad 2 should be the main hub for launching. Otherwise, we use Pad 1 also for launching, but pretty unlikely, honestly, because I think it would take a lot of time to rebuild that launch site. So, sadly, I don't think that's going to happen. Possibly, Pad might be removed from the game, which I really hope it is. At least, developers should put a put and remove Pad 1 honestly, because I think that would be better. Anyways, that's for the future. Pad 1 is still standing, however, it just won't fly again. Have flights anymore, which is sad. But anyways, I'm not going to talk about that. For the future, and for the future of the program, the future of the program will include hopefully landings on the moon, landings on Mars, supposedly, launches every few days, or even every day, I'm not sure. Probably every day, because that's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot better. Have multiple launches, have like a ton of launches, you know, bunch of stuff, right? So, yeah. Whose idea to let Captain drink Russian water? Water, they called it. Yeah. But anyways, again, so we hopefully are going to try to go to Mars, moon, maybe. Not sure at all, but if not, then that's definitely going to happen with Z4. I haven't been talking about Z4 recently, but this isn't a Z4 stream, so we're not going to talk about it. Oh yeah, I do know what he's talking about. I do know what Nate is talking about. Whatever, look at the ship over here. Look at this ship. Oh, heck no. Bruh, Captain, we have a small issue. Tiny issue. Did you blow it up? LOL. No, you didn't blow it up. Captain, bruh. Alright, well, whatever. Alright, new camera angle. Landcraft. Oh. Okay. Oh yeah, right. So you can't type in chat, so like it's hard to get around for you. Right. Okay. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, it makes sense. That's good. Just don't fly into the booster, please. Anyways, more about the future. We're gonna probably have multiple launches all over the solar system. Launches from Mars, launches from the moon, launches from everywhere. I'm not sure how that's gonna happen, but who cares? Everything is possible in Roblox, totally. Lockdown boots, don't you dare, don't you dare, please. Anyways, chat. So yeah, it's gonna have a bunch of stuff. Most likely using main versions of the launch vehicle. No more like V version vehicles. It's probably just gonna be like a cargo, a crew, like a moon ship. You get the idea, right? Okay, I won't. Proceeds to do it, bro. Stop. It's bro. Okay. Help me. I fell over. Okay. So, yeah, it's a bunch of yapping about the program, but honestly, that was good. That was fun. Bro, you're actually doing it. Bro, move it out of the way. Don't hit the booster. Don't hit the booster. It's not a joke. Bro, it's not a joke. Literally do not hit the booster. Otherwise, I'm going to rage quit so bad because I waited a whole hour for this. I waited a whole hour and 30 minutes for this. Bruh, I've been streaming for an hour and 30 minutes. Almost. Like, bruh. Okay. Good. Anyways, so I don't have much more explaining to do. So you can ask questions. You can ask questions, if you like. So you can definitely do that. But for now, we're gonna go back to the rollout. I don't know why we have a random ship at the launch pad. I don't know if Nate rolled that out before, but honestly, I don't really care. I don't know what the ship is. I think we can just respawn it. I don't know. It's pretty fine. But right now, this is a view of the launch pad where the booster will be coming in a few minutes, probably. Actually, that might be around 12 a.m. Around 12 a.m. Central Time, most likely is when the booster will be at the launch pad. But for right now, there's not many new events, except for Captain flying his ship. He's definitely, side note, he's definitely drunk. But anyways, hi, what's this? This is a video. It's a rocket video. Me and my friend is rolling out his rocket booster to the launch site today, so I decided to stream it. I will be streaming this. I just did a ton of stuff earlier about questions and answers. Well, not really questions and answers. I mean, you can ask questions because you just can. I'm doing some we're doing questions right now. But I did a bunch of stuff talking about the stuff a few moments ago. So you can just go back to hear me yapping about that. Because some great stuff. But right now, yeah, so the vehicle is rolling out. I have subbed. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thanks for the subscriber. There's more of this content coming soon. I just don't know when the launch will be. But you can ask questions right now because I'm open for questions and answers right now. Q&A right now about the program because there's nothing really else happening right now. The excitement is coming soon. Trust. Excitement is coming soon. Cause it might get stacked. I have to ask Nate, what country are you in? I'm in the United States right now. Yeah. So right now, yeah, don't worry about a flying starship, by the way. It's just my other friends being absolutely crazy. Bro, why are you asking me all this information? Get out. Bro, it's not questions and answers about me. It's questions and answers about this. Like what type of engine is it? Or like when is the launch? Or like when is stuff happening? Right? Not me. We're not doing a Q&A on me right now. We're doing a Q&A on the launch. Nothing to see here, BPS. What's happening? What's okay? All right, so we might have a delay with the rollout. Can I join you? No, you cannot join me. Sorry about because of the safety of the launch vehicle. Oh, no, it went off the road. Okay, that is really bad. That is really bad. Okay, so we do have a delay until further notice. Possibly booster entering at time. You can look up your time zone, whatever, when it will happen. Because I don't know what time zone you are in. But so right now, here is the booster, which seems to have gone off-road, which is causing a massive delay. Very bad stuff. The game is called Starbase V2 on Roblox. I'm pretty sure it was pretty obvious that it's on Roblox, because I mean there's this jump button, which is pretty obvious. I don't think it's Roblox. So like, because the jump button is like, I don't know, it's like familiar or something. I don't know. Anyways, so there's not going to be a rocket launch today. It's just a booster rolling down to the launch site. We might stack it today. I'm not sure. But all I do know is that excitement is guaranteed. Totally. Yeah, so make sure to stay tuned for live updates if you are curious. So I highly recommend you, I don't know, you could put on the notifications or something, or continue to frequently check my posts, like in my post section, so you can see the new updates, which I hope I'll be able to post there, maybe as captain to get this back on the road. I can help you. I'm not sure if it will work though. I'm 90% sure. I'm 80. I'm like, it's a 50-50 if it can get back on the road or not. But I think I have to push the SPMT. What's the name? Put in chat, bro. It's just, bro. It's starbase. It's starbase. STARBASE V2. V2. It's pretty easy. Honestly, it's on Roblox. Okay, I'm gonna try. I have to slow down though. I have to slow down a bit. Okay. I've slowed down. Alright, 50-50. Let's see if it will work. Let's go. And boom. That 50-50 was the other 50%. It's in one piece. Okay, I gotta push it again. Okay, I pushed it again. It's back on the road, chat. Alright, chat, so the delay seems to be over. Yep, no SPMT problem, so the delay is done. I'm glad that worked. I am glad that worked. Because if that didn't work, it would not be good. Duh. Oh no, I fell through the tower, dang it. I don't want to fall through the pad 2 tower. Anyways, so this is pad 2. We're going to be using it for the, for upcoming launches, most likely. WZ space. Yeah, yeah, I really tried there. I was like, oh, heck no. Is this gonna work? It did work, which I'm very happy it did work, because that... Alright, well, it was delayed only around 10 minutes, so honestly, not bad. Not bad. Heck, even like less than 10 minutes. I thought that would take a long time. But luckily, it worked. We still have a starship just hanging there. So, anyways, I'm going to play. Alright, see ya. So yeah, if you're looking for new updates on this vehicle and the launch and, you know, stuff, it's not going to only be one launch. There's going to be multiple. Right now, we're getting, this is booster 9. If you're new here, I'm just going to summarize everything. So this right here is a booster 9. It's going to go to the launch site, which is right over here. It might be stacked. Don't worry about the ships over here, by the way. That's perfectly fine. It's just my other friend messing around for some reason. I don't know why. But anyways, it's going to get stacked right over here. Possibly getting stacked. I'm not sure. But it's going to be possibly getting stacked. Bad idea, bro. Oh, heck no. And he's dead. Go for lift. Alright, so it seems that we are going to be stacking it today. Anyways, so yeah, Booster 9 will be not launching on Flight 9. Don't let that confuse you. It's Booster 9 and Ship 8 for Flight 8. Name is forgot. It is Starbase STARBASE Space V2. Starbase V2. Starbase V2, but it takes a lot of stuff to do because, like, look at this. Look at this. You need to know how this works if you want to launch anything. Also, the manual flight is pretty, I don't know, it's pretty interesting. I might fly around some ships after this because, I don't know, why not? It's fun, right? But anyways, right now the booster is rolling down. Again, this is Booster 9 for Flight 8. It's going to be stacking on it's going to launch site. It's going to stack on this tower, which is the farthest tower, Pad 1's tower, because Pad 2, this is Pad 2, is not yet ready for launch right now. Alright, there goes the other ship. Nice. Anyways. Two sites, the launch site, which is over here, and then the production site, which is way over there. It's coming from the production site down the road to the launch site. Here is the booster, Booster 9. It has a hot stage ring. And I had a bunch of stuff I did. I did a bunch of explaining on future updates for everything, so you can look at that. If you go back around like 20 minutes or something or so, it should be, I should be explaining some stuff. It was a lot of stuff about this, so hopefully this flight, maybe this flight, Flight 8, we could do, is going to be a new engine scenario for the booster landing, which will be 13 to 5 to 2 to, no, not 2, dang it, 3. Can you put it in chat? Bro, it is not hard. STARBASE. V2. Look, right here. Starbase V2. There it is in the Roblox chat. Starbase V2 on Roblox. Okay? STARBASE V2. It's not hard, bro. But yeah, again, it's hard to do. Like, you need to learn how to do all of this. It's actually probably pretty simple to do once you learn it. Brother, don't you dare. Don't you dare. Turn it. Turn. Bro, that is way too close. You cannot be doing this. Ah! Okay, it's fine. Honestly, I don't care. Wait, what if I just give Captain Flight? Like, from me? Okay. Probably a bad idea anyways. Anyways, the booster is slowly but surely rolling down the road, which is very nice. I need LOL. Yeah. Engine scenario is on Flight 11. Like IRL. Oh, you mean 10. Okay, so 10 had... Okay, so this is the... So apparently, we're not doing that configuration. Holy freak. Okay. He started the engines of his ship. Everything's fine. So, the engine scenario on this flight will be 13 to 3. The ring, most likely, on the top. It's going to be the top 3 middle engine. I will show you, if I do the flight UI, on the other side of the screen, you can see all 33 engines, and then there's 6 engines on the ship. We don't need to worry about those. But those 33 engines, it's going to be, from 13, which are those middle engines, not the outer engines, and it will go down to 3, with the top one possibly gone, and then the very top inner ring Obviously not the outer rings. Only that engine on with the two, or it could possibly be these two being on, the two on the side. The let's see. If the top one was engine 1, the top one is engine 1, the left one is engine 2, the right one is engine 3. Let's just keep that in mind. So engine 1 and 3 would be on. Engine 2 would be off, and then that one lined up from that one would be still on. Either that or it's going to be the top one. The top one probably most likely, I'm pretty sure, but hey, it might be the other one, who knows. But it's still going to have 3 engines, just one from the outer ring, no matter whatever it was. One from the outer ring, but like there's going to be one engine shut down. Sorry about that. Possibly, on the next fight, we might have a 13 to 5. I don't know. I don't know. We'll just see. While we wait, why don't we fly some ships? Because I am completely bored out of my mind. So you know what? Just why not, right? Just some ships. Don't worry about that. Okay, I'm gonna spawn a new ship. Spawn menu. Paint, yes. Starlink dishes now. Standard antenna. Vent. Okay. Bruh. You can still spawn it, by the way. In Starbase V2, if it's... By the way, it doesn't, like, work for some reason. I discovered this not too long ago. I guess that's kind of interesting. I mean, it's not even cool. It's just interesting. I think the valves and everything should be done. Okay, no, it's not. Okay, great. I'll let you pick the engines to go out. Okay. Can I, like, control the booster, and then we both control the ship? Wait, like, let's reverse it. Let me control the booster, and you control the ship. For flight 8 or 11 or something. I don't know. Chat, we're gonna... So... Quick tutorial on how to do this, by the way. Coming right up. I usually just do 1000, you know. And then flow LN2, and it's gonna make a noise, which is very loud. I cannot put on YouTube because you wouldn't be able to hear me. Once that happens, then the canned fuel should go to yes. You literally don't have to do anything else. It's that easy. What's it at, like 10 or 11 or something? It will be at yes. The other stuff is just a bunch of other stuff that you don't really need to worry about, honestly. So the canned fuel is set to, let's see. We got a ship blocking the road. Oh, heck no. Captain, stop blocking the road. Captain! Your ship is blocking the road, bruh. Alright, so the canned fuel is almost there. It's like 20% or something. I don't know, I forgot. Alright, 19%. Hopefully it goes to 20. And there it is. Canned fuel is now ready. So there's the ship. Now fueling up. Nice. It gets frosty. Once it is fully frosty, or about fully frosty, you should be ready to go already. Hopefully. You can actually continue to do that. Bro, stop! You idiot, you freak-aw idiot! Bro, that is my ship. What the freak? What the freak? What the freak? Bro, wrong ship. Wrong ship, bro! Captain, wrong ship! Bro, you freak off. Freakity. Hi, your ship. Where's your ship at? Okay. The ship does not exist. Bro, come on. Brother, you freaking freak. Go. You are so freaking annoying. Captain, you freakity, you put the wrong freaking ship, bruh. You freaking idiot. I was just finished fueling it, brother. Well, that's fun, isn't it? Bro, stop trying to control my vehicles. It's not funny, bro. Oh, what the freak? What the freak, bro? We're just gonna leave a random booster sitting there. No worries. How did my computer just turn on? What the freak? Alright, spawn menu. Another booster. Pray it works. Right away. Heck no, man. What the freak no? Alright, this is a bad place to put boosters. Oh my gosh, Captain, stop being drunk with freak-ass ships, bro. Captain Corey, what's up, bro? Where's Corey at? Corey is not here. Corey is not here. Corey has not been here the whole stream. From what I've heard of. From what I've seen. He has not been here the whole stream. Bro, I swear. I am so done with this freak. Bro, isn't your name, bro? No, it is not Corey. Where in the world did you think I was Corey, bro? Where in the world did you find that information out? Chat for revenge. Should I blow up his ship? Chat. I did it, chat. Revenge. Chat, I got revenge. I got revenge, real chat. My shit. I got you. Don't mess with my ships. My wife. Hold up. Pause. What? Your wife is a ship. Bro, what the freak? What the freak kind of goofy ass story thing is that? Bro, what the freak kind of goofy ass thing is that, bro? Yeah. Oh, bro, that is crazy. That is crazy. I just blew up your wife. I blew up a wife. I blew up his wife. Chat. Booster is boostering. So the booster is fueling up. I already luckily did the fuel stuff earlier when I tried to get the other ship up. Hey, there's the other booster. Deciding your actions is basically modifying. Bro, what do you mean? Do you think my name is Corey? Bruh, I was most likely talking to Solar's Corey. Because he's Corey. I'm not Corey. Where in the world did you... I was so close to being done with Okay, can we just be done with this? Bro, it was just a joke. Chill. Brother. Bro. Bruh, this was the only booster that stood up. Bro. I'm not even going to explode you back. I'm not even going to explode you back. I pray it works this time. No, of course it doesn't work. It was the only booster that freaking stood up. Starship, fix your freaking game. Okay. You're lucky it did not fall over, Captain. Otherwise, I would have blown up every single ship in your fleet. Please don't explode it again, or I'm going to explode every single ship in your fleet. And when you try to spawn in a new one, I'm just going to bomb it too. Anyways, once the vehicle starts fueling, it should start to be heavy to stop shaking around like this. So hopefully that does stop, but we're gonna fly a booster again. Try to fly a booster if this cat doesn't blow up the freaking booster for the 5 millionth time. Actually, the second time, but like, whatever, right? Alright, so it's almost done with fueling. Why isn't it working? Because you need to fuel it. I think you haven't fueled your other ships, I don't think. So, I'm pretty sure that you have to fuel it. I think it's a bug where the ship's engines start even if it's not fueled. So, you need to fuel up the booster first before controlling it. But do not freaking use it against me. I swear. Do not use it against me, bro. Otherwise, I'm going to destroy you. I'm going to freaking destroy you, okay? Booster has arrived, chat. Alright, well, the booster has arrived. It's going to stack eventually. Meanwhile, I'm going to get ready for my booster's flight, which should be fun. Chopsticks is preparing. Bro, I just realized that the chopsticks are different sizes. Like, I just realized on, like, an NSF video that the chopsticks on pad 2 and pad 1 were, like, different. So, I swear, I swear. Nah. Bro. Okay, shut off the engines. Right. Okay, that scared the freak out of me. Alright, it's time for liftoff of the booster. Alright, here we go. Why does it say that there's no boosters, bro? Bro. Oh, wait, I didn't select the booster. I'm an idiot. Alright, here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition. Ignition of the booster. Liftoff. Confirmed of the booster. Nice. Booster 12, you lucky freaking number. Roaring into space. Let's check for any engines out. There's 33 out of 33. Nice. Alright, so currently we got 33 engines firing on the booster. Perfect, by the way. So right now we got 33, which is all good. All 33 engines running well. So it's now going to tilt over. I did say there wasn't going to be any launches, but like, I gotta launch some boosters for fun. This isn't a real launch, chat. Just don't pretend this doesn't exist. Yeah. I'm just launching it for fun. All right. There's engine shutdown. Booster flip. Boost back sequence. Of course. There's the hot stage jettison too. Hot stage is flying away. Alright, we got the shutdown of the boost back. Of the boost back burn. Alright, we gotta slow this. Oh! What the freak? Bro, stop! There's no way you're going to kill my booster. There's no... Captain! Single ship in your freak-off fleet. Bro, stop controlling my booster. For once. The revenge thing was a freak-off joke, man. Praha. Grid fins going early. Oh my gosh, stop controlling my booster. I freaking swear to the Lord. Stop controlling my booster. I swear, I'm trying to do an offshore landing. You're putting it to go towards the chopsticks. What the freak? What the freak, bruh? Alright, coming down. We're going back up again, chat. Alright, all engines out. Bro, cat, stop controlling my freak-off booster. I swear. Okay, it's an offshore landing, I guess. Cat, stop controlling my booster. Like, please let me land this booster. I swear. Okay. Okay, here we go. Lining up. Lining up for the final landing. Oh my gosh, cat. Captain. Don't control. Okay. It's going supersonic speeds right now. Letting burn startup. Bro, stop! You freak on piece of fake! Bro, stop! Oh my gosh, you're ruining literally every single thing. Bro. Thank you so much, Captain! And there goes a landing freaking attempt. Thank you so much, Captain. I'm gonna have a good time destroying every single freaking ship in your fleet. Alright, ship one. Ship one, shut. Bruh, you gotta be kidding me. Accept names booster. Bro, you failed the freak-off landing. Thank you so much for killing my booster. My gosh. I'm gonna have a good time blowing up every single thing in your freak-off fleet. I used all my ships. Okay, I'm gonna have a real good time blocking you. All over, booster, by the way. Booster won't be lifted. Alright, well, that will end today's webcast, it seems. Captain, that will end today's live stream. Make sure to join back soon for the next big thing, the catch attempt. So, see you then.